Hello and welcome to a new stream. How is it going, guys? How is it going? Let me uh read you. So that one guy's here says, "Hey, what's up?" That one guy, welcome to the stream. Also, Nick Gambling, starting with the gambling. What's up, Nick? How is it going? I thought that the things that you were doing with your game pretty awesome. I saw. I think you were adding a new enemy, right? Or you added a new enemy on green. You say you're a cool guy. Okay, so hello, how's it going, cool guy? Welcome to the stream. And Aryan is here too. Says hello, guys. What's up, Aryan? Welcome to the stream. So today, I don't know if you noticed, but I haven't slept like anything. I feel I don't know. I don't feel that good. I have like a blanket. I have the largest shirt I could find. Because today I feel a little bit not so good. But anyway, we are gonna be doing a little bit of a chiller kind of session. We're gonna be doing some rework on the finishing the rework of the animation system that I still haven't finished, and it's just not that I haven't worked on it, but since it's gonna be something that I plan to expand a lot, I have to like take care of that everything just feels fine and everything works fine and can be extended easily. So that's why I haven't finished it yet. But today I plan to finish it. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and also continuing to do the boss for the game because we have like the base attack, but we still need to do two more. Yeah, if we're able to do that, like I'm going to be more than pleased. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit more chill. Say this guy's red. New ability. And Kevin says, "Hi, what's up, Kevin? Welcome to the stream." And Nick, you say, "Damn, I thought that was a hoodie, and that shirt is a big shirt." Yeah, it looks like a blanket on me. Like it is a very big shirt. And that one guy you said, "Yeah, me too. I'm sick." Oh, that's a shame, a bummer. Well, it comes with weather, right? Yeah, everybody's sick. And this ice cream store making my internet bounce. All right, so let's start here with. Let me get my scene set up, and let's get my background out of the way. All right. And Mijo is saying, "I'm here. Hello, what's up, Mijo? Welcome to the stream. How's it going?" And Nick, you say, "It might be the stream. I have drops too." Drops through. You say I'm sick because I have to go to school tomorrow. Well, that's a good reason to get sick, having to go to school. Well, so let me show you what I have done, and what's working and what's not working. So you can see uh, basically what the state of the game is and what the state of the animation is. Because before, I don't know, probably last stream, I showed you that I was on the middle of a rework of the animation system, and the walking was kind of working, but there was like a lot missing. Now we have the working functional again, and the only thing that I think is missing is the uh, well, also another thing. When you jump now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this, but like you're gonna look up a little bit and like lift your hands, so like you're gonna be on another state that's gonna lift your hands up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep that, but yeah, like I just wanted to have something show up for like just knowing when you're jumping, like it is getting registered and animating properly. And also the walking should look a little bit different, but it's mostly the same animation. So Nick, at least I'm not sick yet. Yesterday coding session was very fun for me. Yeah, same. Every so often. But buffering for you, I don't see a lot of drop frames, so I hope it gets better. And you say up to like 3 a.m. One moment, chat. And Sunrise GTA says hi. What's up, Sunrise? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? You got into discussion with Tuvia. Okay, yeah. All right. So, yeah, we have the working. We don't have the. Yeah, you see, this is the problem. This is what I'm trying to, or what I have to do right now, since like I haven't configured or I haven't made the animations for like making the hands go up to fire. Well, when I aim, they are going up. But yeah, it's just when like I just have to make sure that it happens every single time. Because when you walk, like the hands snap back to where the walking animations need them. And Sunrise, you say, good. What about you? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. It's not the best day, but it's not the worst either. I feel all right. I got called a wise spot actually. Where, and when in the Discord server? All right, so let's go here. And what are we gonna be doing? We are, well, basically this is what I had before for when I didn't rework, like before the rework. This is what I had going on for getting the hands up or down, depending on if you were walking or casting spells or whatever. So I have to make sure that this is integrated into the other animations or like the animation states. And let me show you what I did, because the other day I showed you a little bit of how I was handling this, but I changed it again so it can be expanded easily. And Brawler BS7 says, yay! What's up, Brawler? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And that one guy said, should I ping that chat? I'm feeling devious. Go ahead. Go ahead. And Miho say, I fixed my problems and I'm now actually here. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Arjen say, bro, can you add a weapon for player? I've been thinking about it. And I can't confirm everything, or I can't confirm anything. But I do plan to add more stuff, more stuff than just spells. So yeah, but okay, I'm just gonna say it. I have to try it. The reason I don't say I'm gonna add weapons or not, it's not because I don't know if I want to add them, because I think I saw like on Notion I have it. Like I can show you. Let me open Notion because I hadn't opened it. So I did wanted to add weapons to the game. No, this is not it. This is it. So on ideas, I think it's weapons. Yeah, I have it there, and it's something that I wanted to add. but I don't know if they will work on the game because I thought, how are they gonna work? They're gonna work a little bit different than in other games. Like you're not going to pull them up and use the weapons or the spells. You are going to be using the spells as primary. The spells are primary every single time. But I don't know. You can have like a key that's gonna like do a quick attack with whatever weapon you have equipped. So you don't have to like select your weapon and attack. You're just going to like bring it out, attack, and store it again in just one key. So it's like super short, but it's like yeah, it's not going to work like in other games, you know. But I still have to try it out, and that's why that's the only reason I haven't said yeah I'm gonna add weapons or I'm not going to add weapons, just because I don't know if they will work. I'm gonna try them out. I'm gonna put them into the game. If they work for the game and they feel fine, I'm gonna keep them. Otherwise, I'm gonna get rid of them and there won't be weapons. But yeah, I just have to try it. Yeah, because I think it would be like a very cool thing to have. Like I thought you could have um yeah, like your melee weapon and your other yeah, you're gonna have like two weapons, like maybe a crossbow or something. So you're just going to like quickly use them, but the main thing, like your main attacks, are just going to be the spells. But if you have to like quickly, I don't know, quickly damage an enemy with melee attack, you can just do your normal weapon attack. You know. But yeah, we should try that, and it's probably gonna be. I'm gonna probably try them in either version 0.3 or 0.2, but we're or sorry, 0.3 or 0.4, but we are still on 0.2, like getting to 0.2. So it's gonna be a while until I actually add something related to weapons, and I don't think there's gonna be like that many. It's just gonna be like, or if there are, it's gonna be like mainly gonna work the same. Maybe some little variations between those. But yeah. All right. Uh, how many seconds before blinking? Yeah, this is just for yeah. What did I wanted to show you here? So the other day I had an enum where you had like your animation states. So you could be on animation state idle, animation state walking, animation state on air, or animation state dashing and whatever. Now I changed them to be constant integers. And why did I change it to be integers instead of enum? The cool stuff about enums is that they are like type safe. So you can like the program recognizes that they are gonna be like just one thing and you can't like convert them from other types. Like it's basically making it easier to recognize the types for the program and for you, and to detect errors before you make builds or you try the game. The problem with them is that the same thing that makes them cool, since they are defined before runtime, makes them not as easy to expand on, because if I want to expand an enum, I don't have an option for that. I can't expand an enum because you just define the values of the enum and that's it, you know? So what I'm doing here is I'm using integers instead. So I can define as many integers as I want, and they're going to be like this. It's basically the same as an enum, just without the type safe. It's not as safe. And Dipsonov, you say, yo, what's up, Dipsonov? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And Sunrise, you say, I joined the Discord. You're really cool. Well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed there, and I think you will. So yeah, thank you for joining. And Nick, you say, in on bad. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we're doing on here. Let's go to, because this is the humanoid animation handler. This is for every single humanoid. So yeah, instead of like having our enum, we're just gonna do affected component, and whether there's the feet, hands, head, torso, or whatever is being animated. And yeah, it works exactly the same as the other day. Like for examples, I have like my actors for whatever component, and I just animate it depending on if it's idle or walking. I'm gonna do this animation. If it's on air, I'm gonna do this animation, and it works like just a trigger. So it's not going to loop unless it's, for example, the walking animation, that the walking animation just ask whatever piece. Okay, are you walking? Then I'm gonna do whatever the walking animations means for that piece. Okay, let's go into player animation handler. And the cool thing about having this way is that I can, for animating anything, I can just say, okay, Hans, you are going to be walking. So I just say switch state to walking, and that's it. I don't have to like do the animations or anything. I just say do like your state now is walking. And Brandon DX says, "Hi Roman, I'm back. What's up, Brandon? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? It's a pleasure to have you here. How is it going?" And that one guy you say, "In all my 4 months of C and C++, I have never used an enum." Uh, it's cool for some stuff, and it's just that it's not very expandable. But it's very cool. I like him. All right, so yeah, this is a previous animation or a previous variable that I had before, and that's why I had, that's why it's throwing an error. And what I have to do now is, here, uh, give me a second. I'm gonna open my window because it's getting. I thought since the weather is a little bit colder now, it wouldn't get hot in my room, but it's actually getting super hot. So let me open the window, and I'm gonna be right back. Okay. And Tali is here. Says, "Hey everyone, what's up, Tali? How are you doing?" And Miho says, "Excuse me, are you talking? Are we talking about enums?" Yes. All right. So let's do this. In here, I have a part of animation. Well, let me show you. This everything that's commented here used to be our walking animation. So you know we are saving lines and lines and lines of code. Um. Okay. So this is for getting the hand up. So it's gonna be. I'm just gonna copy whatever I'm doing here. And I'm gonna put it in here. So you know, I have now like a public const int aim. So aim is gonna be our fourth state, and or fifth really, because we start counting on 0. So it's gonna be our fifth one, and yeah, this is what we do. So we're gonna do hand handler, do local rotate, whatever, and yeah. So that's it. That's it. So now for aiming, what else do we need? Because I think aiming is not going to be triggered every single time. Or here, instead of doing the animation myself or doing it here, I'm just gonna do switch animation, or let me see if this is public, because I have to look it up. And if it's not, yeah, it's private. So it's not going to allow me to use it on the other script. So I'll have to make it protected. And I'm not sure I'll have to. Yeah, I probably won't have to do it virtual because I don't want to overwrite or anything. Mm. And Tally say, "I'm just editing a new BR video. Nice, nice." And are you gonna say it's cool? Hello, bro, it's cool. And Dipsonov, you say, "Where can I play this game?" You can play it on the second link on the description. Yeah, you'll be able to see like all my games. So it's gonna be this webpage basically. And the first game is Wizard Game, so you can try it out, the latest version. And Rebecca Cephas, I hope I pronounce your name right, says hello. What's up, Rebecca? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? So yeah, let's go in here, and I'm just going to comment this for now, and I'll do the switch here. So switch animation state, and I just have to do whatever animation state I want. So in our case, it's gonna be aim, whatever that number is, aim, because it's a constant integer, and which part of our body do we want to set to aim? The only part that we want to set to aim is gonna be the hands. So yeah, that should do it. And here, what's this is just going to basically, I just have to switch this to whether idle or walking, depending of if I'm walking or not. So Rebecca sends a smiling emoji. And that one guy you say, actually, I have lied. I did use an enum for my GPU API. It's for devices like MTL device, DirectX device, and NGPUL device. Sorry for my sins. It's not bad. Like for some things, it can get annoying, but for like the way you're using it, just specifying the types of stuff, I think it's pretty cool. And it's pretty good. And Ariane, you say, bro, keep like target, like a target for what, Ariane? And Sunrise, you say, I'm going to go for a bit. I'll stay on stream. Goodbye for now. Have fun. Well, thank you very much for the kind words, and I'll see you when you come back or next stream if you are leaving then. So bye bye, Sunrise, and see you later or next time. And you say, Mijo, what's an enum? The best form of sin. That's the best sin you can do, Mijo, if you're not aware. Okay, so here I'll do switch animation state, and I'll just do, well, this is gonna depend on whether I am walking or I'm on the ground or whatever. So I have to do like a bunch of checks. For now, I'll just do here. If the how do I know I'm, well, I can do a check if I'm on there first. So it's gonna be get is grounded. If the if get is grounded is false, I'm just gonna do switch animation state, and I'll just do on air, you know. And what do I want to put on air? The hands. Then else, if what if I am moving, so is entity moving, uh, I'll do switch animation state, and where do I want to put it? I want to put it on walking, so it's gonna be walking, and the things I want to set to walking is gonna be the hands, so like that. And else, it's probably good if we check anyway, or just else is gonna be back to idle. So if I'm not moving and I'm not touching the ground, sorry, if I'm touching the ground and I'm not moving, I'm just gonna be idling. So I'll do switch animation state, and I want to put it to idle. And what do I want to put to idle? The hands. And that one guy says, so how do we feel about switch case statements? I like them. If I have more than an if and an else, I generally just use switches. But in this particular case, I can't. If I could use it, I would. But for example, here, like I'm just doing switches every single time. I just do a bunch of switches. But for this particular case, I couldn't. Like you see here, switches are very nice. And so Rice, you say back. Hi everyone again. Welcome back to the stream. But welcome back. Miho say, oh, sinning, cool. And Arjen say, like target, you give a number of like, and it should be over till the end of live. Yeah, like that could work too. That could work too. For this particular case, I'm just using states, which are gonna work anyway. They're gonna work anyway. But you can certainly use like a target. And Nick, you say, I'm a V soon. I have a thing I need to do for now. Be back. All right, Nick. I'm not sure if you're still here, but all right. We'll wait for you to come back. And Nepal is say, yo, what good? What's up, Nepal? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? How is everything going, Nepal? And yeah, where did the avatars go? Let me fix it. Yeah, sometimes stream avatars just don't like to have avatars showing up. But there we go. There we go. There we are again. Okay, so in here, in the other part of this, I'm just gonna do. Well, do I need to do this? What is this actually doing? Because I think if I put the hands to idle or whatever else, it's gonna automatically handle that for me. So I'm just gonna put that. Like I'm just gonna comment it, and I'm not sure if I'll have to put this any other place because this is also like doing the hand rotation. Uh, but yeah, I'm just gonna comment this for now, see what's happening, and if it works, cool. If it doesn't, I think I'll have to go to the animation, the base animation, and reset the values properly. Okay, or hand rotation is a little bit weird, but we're mostly fine. You see, or it looks a little bit silly, but yeah, the only problem I see here is our hands rotation is just a little bit messed up. But mostly all the other stuff seems to be fine. Seems to be fine. And also when we cast a spell, we should check that our hands are elevated. And yeah, let me bring this up again. And say, if what, Aryan? If oh, Mijo, you say, how do we feel about if? Yeah, those are not that nice. Yeah, extremely hard to read, as Nepo says, and it's what machine learning is at its core. Dude, the first like AIs that were done, like for example, I don't know if you remember, but back then in like before 2020, I would guess, there were like multiple AI chats, or like AI chatbots that basically were a bunch of its if statement uh together. There was like I don't know, I don't remember the name, but it was like yellow character, very rounded yellow character that was like the first like popular AI bot. Uh, so yeah, that was that was the way it used to work back then. And Nepo, you say, bro, I need to repent for a lot of things. Yeah, yeah, that's me too. So don't worry, we are all going to programming hell. Like, oh, not using the tree brush for adding trees and grass. Okay, all right. So I think this is all right. Let me check in the hand states. Let me check there on. You see, I have feet state actor, so everything is like bunched up. Like it's pretty separate. Hand on hand state actor, I have to make sure that the rotation. Mm, like when I pull up the hands to like attack, I need to make sure that the rotation is where it should be. Mm, yeah, so what I'll do is I'm gonna do in here if the hand are that local, or well, this is not going to happen that much, so I can just do the animation. Let's just do hand are that do local rotate, and we need to basically make it go to vector 0, so no rotation whatsoever, and we're gonna do it on 0.1f, and the same thing for the left hand, so it's always gonna be starting like this. And here, if I were to, yeah, let me go on aim, what I'll do is if I am animating the hand L, I'll just do hand L, or I'll have to do tween. So that's the thing that allows me to do the tweening, basically the animations. And I'll do kill. So whatever animation I have happening for that specific part, I will get rid of it. So hand L, I'll get rid of that animation, and the same thing for hand right. And I'll just have to like do local rotate and set it to the rotation. So let me see how that works, because it should work better than what we had just a second ago. And now we say the list goes on. Hello. Yeah, we are we're doing a bunch of sins, a bunch of programming sins. And Aryan, you say, bro, I like to read Cheryl horror chats. What's that? Is that like an app or something like that? Cheryl. Cheryl horror chats. I don't know about them. What are they? And that one guy you say, I need to repent for using any on all of my bars when I started C++. It was scary. I also did not use any comments. I am better programmer now. Dude, I think I used to like put comments on all, like everything that I did. Basically, I commented, and for some reason, I lost the habit. And I think I should start grabbing the habit again, because it's pretty useful. And yeah, that's like the actually the correct thing to do. Um, so yeah. All right. So let's see. If we go aiming, we are okay. It keeps walking. Okay. If we are aiming, yeah, we're keeping it this way, unless. Well, this should stay aiming. I don't know why it goes to some other thing. I need to make sure. Yeah, I need to make sure that I'm not wherever I do a switch state. I need to make sure that if I'm aiming, the switch or the hand state cannot be switched, because otherwise I'm gonna get this behavior here, which is I can start aiming pretty like normally, and the hands, you can see the hands of the guy go up, which is the behavior that we want. But for example, if I start walking again, I'm not making a check. Like I'm not asking the code to check if I am aiming. So it's just going to override the aiming towards walking or whatever I do. And say, haven't used C++ in ages. Last thing I used for was Basic Unreal and a school project my last semester. And yeah, I haven't used C++ for a long time, like years. And Faraz is here, says hi, what's up, Faraz? Welcome to the stream. And that one guy is saying my main language is C++, like it for some reason. It's a pretty good language. I like it too. I'm in love with C sharp, so I prefer C sharp, but I do like C++ too. It's a very good language. And are you say sorry? It is screw horror chats. Oh, right. And Sunrise, you say that looks very fun. How can I download it when it comes out? When it comes out, I want to release it on Steam. But for now, you can go to the second link on the description, and you should be able to play the last version for free. So yeah, you go to the the second link in the description, and you're gonna get this webpage here, which is basically the webpage where I upload all my games. And well, you can try the other ones too, but it's gonna be the first one here. And what you do is you just do download now, download now, and it's gonna take you to like basically the downloads, and you just download the thing, extract it, and you're ready to play. And this one of you say I'm downloading it right now. Well, let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you think of it when you play it. And Nepal, you say I want to know too. And you say is this URP? Yes, it's URP. I'm using URP. I tend to use URP now. Like I used to do the built-in render pipeline, like the regular one. But I think that's one for like old projects, like the default should be URP. I think. And also you have HDRP and you have the built-in. But the built-in, I think it's for like legacy and older projects. And Sunrise, you say thank you. Well, no, you're very very welcome, Sunrise. No worries at all. So let's see. Let's go into, and you say right now Bubble Time Frenzy is ERP. Wait, sorry, built-in. Yeah, I don't think you'll have a problem unless you're using very niche shaders. I don't think you'll have a problem switching from built-in to ERP. And it just takes like, I don't know, 5 minutes to do the switch, maybe 10 or 15 if you have like a bunch of materials that need to be updated. But you can still like have a an update button. Like really, you can update all the materials um, of the project just with. Let me check because I think you can do it in here. There's something called lighting maybe on graphics here, rendering. Yeah, on rendering you have materials, and you can select all your materials and do convert selected built-in materials to URP. So if you're ever trying to switch to URP for whatever reason, uh, it's so easy. It's very easy. Shader solution that works with built-in. Yeah, only if you really want to use it though. And Dips on off, you say you're playing the latest version of the game right now. Or yeah, well, I'm playing the latest version of the game, but this one is just the development part. So it's this one is like the latest. The one that is on itch that you can download, it's a little bit. It's like not very up to date because there are some things that I still need to try and I'm still adding stuff. So after I add a lot of stuff, I do another version. So yeah, it's a little bit less progress than what I have here. But it shouldn't be that bad or it shouldn't be that behind. And Arjen, you say, bro, it is asking $2 for it. You have to go where it says no thank you. Just take me to downloads, so you don't need to donate or anything. You just can go to downloads, but I think it's gonna be like just below the download thing. So you say like no thanks, just take me to the downloads. All right. So in here, let's see. We aim and whatever. Yeah, let's see. Cause here I have something called assign states, and I think I'll need to overwrite that because I'm using it in various places. Let me search for this. So it's gonna be called assign states. Yeah, here we have it. So basically here I'm just doing the the same thing that I was doing in the other place. Is just get it grounded. Like if I'm touching the ground, or sorry, if I'm not touching the ground, I'm gonna put everything like it's on air. If the entity is moving, I'm gonna do well, if it's not moving, I'm gonna do idle, and if it is moving, I'm gonna do walking. So what I want to do is coming here on the player animation handler, you just have to, or I just have to override that. So where am I gonna do that? I think I could do it here. Seems like a pretty good place. Let's do protected. I think that's protected. I'm not sure. Let me check that. Yeah, protected virtual. So let's do protected override void assign states. And I'm not going to keep the base. I'm gonna do another thing completely. So the first check that I want to do is basically the same thing. The only thing that I need to be more careful about assigning is the hands. And that one guy I say, I like precise graphics. If it takes 5 minutes for one frame, fine, as long as it looks perfect. Uh, well, depending on what you're doing, I would take the same approach. If you're rendering stuff, for sure. But if you are on runtime, I would prefer performance over it looking perfect. And so like you can run it, you know. And that one guy you say also, what is your opinion on 4D? 4D. I've never done anything with 4D. Uh I've seen a couple of projects made in 4D. but I don't really understand them, to be honest. Like, I guess I could start understanding or understanding them a little bit better, and I kind of did when I saw a couple of projects, because I saw a project by Sebastian Lage or Lage, I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, he did like some 4D stuff. I think it's very cool. I just don't understand it completely. And no, it's not time. It's not time. So in like real physics, the fourth dimension would be time, but and here is like just another dimension. Like if you expanded the you have the first, second, and third dimension, you're just going to add a new one there, which you can calculate with the you can calculate with a vector 4, but there is no way like it's very hard to understand for a human brain living in 3D. And how's the boss doing? I can show you how the boss is doing. It's not doing very well because we have to. Yeah, let me get it in here because I disabled it for now because I'm just reworking the animations. Let me show you how it's working for now. It's having some problems because the basic animation, it's like trying to pull his head back, and he shouldn't have his head back. But overall, it's not that bad. Like it needs some tweaking. And I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's I I don't know how many I's you have in your name. But you say hi. What's up? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And you say, "Wow, this game looks cool." Well, I'm very glad you like it. I'm very glad you like it. If you want to try it, you can go to the second link in the description, and you're gonna be able to try it for free. So yeah, if you wanna try it, tell me how what you think about it, or any suggestions. You're feel free and welcome to do it. And that one guy, you say, I feel like it needs some twinning. To be honest, yeah, it does need some twinning. Yeah, yeah, Big Boy himself is tweaking. Yeah, he's having a little bit of trouble being animated. All right, let's go back to here. And yeah, so what I was trying to override. Let's do the override. On assign states, this is the base. I think I could keep I could keep this, but I need to do the same. I need to do the same checks, you know. So I'm just gonna not have anything happening here, and I'm gonna like completely override it. I'm not going to keep the base. And now it's harder case and lower case, then higher case, and then yay. All right. Yeah, it's pretty hard to tell. It's pretty hard to tell. So do you have any other name I can call you by? So it's a little bit easier for me to like say your name when I'm referring to you. Uh, okay, so assign states, let's do if, and we're gonna do the grounded check. Get is grounded and is equal false. If it's equal to false, it means I'm on the air. But first I have to check like in every single case. I need to know if uh yeah, well, you know what, I'm gonna have the base. Yeah, I'm gonna do base assign states. So I am gonna keep the base. It's just that if sc hands up equals true, or it's just like true, I'm gonna do hands. I'm gonna do the switch state. So switch animation state, and it's gonna keep being the that. So here is gonna be, what do I need here? It's just gonna be aim. I'm gonna use this is gonna be for hands. So hands. And what's the problem with assigned states? Uh, virtual void assigned states. Let's see. Because it's throwing me an error. No suitable method found to override. Weird. And that one guy, you say, Roman, what is the worst system error you have got? For me, it's SACBus, which is a memory error. Crash my C++. I think that the errors the most annoying ones have been with while loops. The while loops are, yeah, I'm always a little bit preoccupied when I use while loops because it's very easy to not closing them and having them be, especially if they're on a hotbar like update, you can get like every single frame you're trying to do something in a while loop, so it's gonna basically be closed and crash not only your program but like your PC. It could crash your PC. So yeah, while loops, you have to be careful with those. And Dipson off, you say it's almost downloaded. It's at 51%. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Okay, so here, player animation handler assigned states. No suitable method to found to override. Why is that? Maybe I wrote it incorrectly. Could it be? Could that be the case? Yeah, that was the case. So we're just gonna do that, and let's see what happens. Because this could still throw us errors or like not working as we want it to work. But yeah, let's see. So if we aim, we're gonna keep aiming no matter if we walk or whatever we do. We're gonna keep aiming. Well, unless we're on air, because on air we still are like overriding some stuff there. Yeah, you see when I go up, still it doesn't really matter because I could still cast the spells from here when I'm falling, so I'm not really concerned about that one, to be honest. But okay, yeah, we need to make sure that the animation of scaling things up and down does go to completion, because otherwise we're gonna be stuck with some really funky looking hands. So yeah, I need to make sure that I keep the override in there. And that one guy, you say that's a C sharp error, not a system error. System errors happen to bad syscalls. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're talking about like system errors, I don't think I have like, okay, maybe on when I've done builds for phones, maybe I've got like system errors, but I don't think I've had like any, because you see in C Drive like the garbage collector does most of the work, and also Unity catches a lot of errors, so I haven't had any like system error that I remember of. And I you say, bro, what's going on? I can't download it. I don't know. I don't know. You should be able to. It is there. Let me see. I'm gonna go and like do the same the same thing that you would do. Let me see, cause I'm a little bit. Yeah, I don't like to show itch.io in here, just because I think it was like in one stream there was something sus showing up when like in the download page. Let me, yeah, you see here it says like $2, but you can just do no thanks, just take me to downloads, you know. So when you click that, I'm gonna click that, and yeah, you just click that, and it's gonna take you to this page over here. So you have Wizard Game version 0.1.3, latest. Yeah, that's the latest version. That's the one you should probably try. You just do download, and it's gonna be like a zip. So yeah, and the same thing for the other one, right? So you just do download, and it's gonna start downloading. Like you see, Wizard Game version 0.3, and if I go join folder, there we have it. So the only thing that you have to do is you can just do right click and extract all. Extract. And it's gonna leave you with this folder here. And you just do wizard game .exe, more info, because sometimes it detects it's a virus, which is not, don't worry. And just run anyway, you know? And when you run it like it should be, like that's the whole process. That's the whole process. Here you are, and everything's fine. Yeah, let me close this. And let's get back. I've tried getting good. I've got like 15 total. C++ is fun. Is it stuck at 51? Well, just leave it there. Leave it there. I don't think you have to do anything deep on off. And Nepal say, wait, did it flag as virus? I had this happen, which is why I upload as 7 zip. I think it's like you have to have a certificate or something for the app. I don't remember. Wait, sus is the downloaded folder. Roman, what were you doing? Sus in the downloaded folder? What? What's wrong about my download folder? Statch, some documents. I have dofus. I have my social media graphics, like the things that I use for the stream. You know, I have brand things, which are basically the banners for whatever thing. You know, I don't have anything sus here. So it's just Dofus. It's Dofus sus. And these torrents, I think this is what you're talking about. Like these torrents, these are not like anything illegal or anything. It's just audios from GDC that are very, very large files. So they are like 30 gigabytes each of those. So I prefer keeping them here until I download them because I still have to download them. And Napoli say, not a question of certificates. It will ask you that question no matter what. But what happened was when I used Wins, people told me Windows Defender didn't let them download. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'll probably see and try to make it not show up in Windows Defender next time for next build probably. And say that one guy said you said last time you had something sus in the download folder. Did I? Did I say that? Well, if I did, I no longer have anything sus here. So I don't know. On itch, there's sus stuff happening. There's you see like itch is adult. It has like adult stuff, so it's gonna have some sus stuff. So you have to be careful when opening things in stream. All right. So let's see here. I have a couple of places in here where you see, if I go to jump, for example, let me go to jump. I have jump extra and I can overwrite this really. So I just switch torso, head, hands to do the switch animation state. And I think I'm gonna overwrite that. I'm gonna overwrite that. And what do I want to have in there? I just want to do well, let's overwrite that. Let's overwrite that. Let's go in here. I'm gonna do protected override void jump extra, and we're not gonna keep anything here. It's just gonna be well. Let's just copy this. Let's just copy this. But here, the only problem is gonna be, or well, I could do assign states. That's another thing I could do. I could do assign states because assign states is basically just gonna do uh just gonna do this. Let's see, assign states. It's gonna make sure that it's gonna put everything towards the value should be. And if I'm overwriting it, I can just like use that. And Mijo say we thought you were downloading drugs. And honestly, if I can download my prescription meds without going to the pharmacy, that'd be elite. Yeah, I think that would be cool. It could get exploited, but yeah. And you say Roman's got 30 gigabytes of drugs in his downloads folder in the forms of torrents. And Just a Fierce Minecraft Gaming says, "What's up? What's up? Just a Fierce Minecraft Gaming. How is it going?" And you say, "What game are you creating?" I'm creating a wizard game, it's a magic game where you're this silly little guy. Let me show you. So you're this silly little guy right here, and you press Control and an arrow combination to select different spells. So this one is like the normal one. Then we have the Fireball spell, which is this one. And we're currently in the middle of reworking the animation system, so everything works well. Because you see, you see, I have one hand larger than the other. It's because there's some problems in the animation or uh, the way it works. So yeah, we're just making sure that everything works fine. Like Harry Potter, yeah, something like Harry Potter. Like Harry Potter, I think. Well, in terms of how you select the spells, it's different. But yeah, it's very close to it. I think in terms of magic, you know. And yeah, so hello, welcome to the stream. And yeah, let's go in here, back in here, and let's see. So when we assign states, we should be good. I don't think we need to do anything else. We just have to keep this here. And I'm not sure actually if I'll need to. Let's go back to jump, because I could just assign states there, and I wouldn't need to have like jump extra. Because jump extra is just for putting extra functionality into jumping. And just a first Minecraft gaming, you say you're good at scripting. Well, thank you. And you want some ideas? Sure. If you have any ideas, feel free to leave them here, and I'm gonna put them under the feedback tab. Because whenever someone sends anything for the game, like we just generally put them here. So yeah, we get to develop those ideas later if they fit the game, though. So yeah, feel free to send any idea that you have. Right. So yeah, I was looking for jumping. So let's do Control F, jump, and here we are, jump extra. So jump extra, I think for now I'm gonna delete it. So it's not going to exist. It's just gonna be assigned states, and assigned states should have uh all the rest of the things that are worth keeping. Okay, so yeah, we're not gonna do the switch. We are just gonna keep that way. Mm, Now, the problem that I have is the one that I just showed you. So when you're casting spells, the hands are gonna get scaled. So I could do scale. Let's look at where I'm using scale, and it's here. So I need to make sure that I don't miss the hand scaling, because the hand scale should go to completion no matter what. And just a first Minecraft gaming, you say, is there like a stick, like the one that activates spells, or maybe fireballs or water? You're talking about like a wand, like a stick where you cast spells from? We don't have those. We don't have those. I'm not opposed to adding them. But yeah, would you? Is that what you're saying? Just a first Minecraft gaming? And LMS of Cool says, "Hi, what's up, LMS of Cool? Welcome to the stream. How is it going?" And Dipson off, you say, "Why is it still stuck at 51?" I don't know. It shouldn't be stuck at 51. Shouldn't be stuck. You could try to reset the download, maybe. Reset the download, and I'm gonna put this in here. Feedback. Once. So wants to cast spells. Miho said you're battling my download speeds. I gotta have the worst internet here. Oh, can't let you beat me. Uh, yeah, and elements of cool. Did you say hello? Well, hello, welcome. So, yeah, let's see. We want to keep the scaling, and there's a couple of places I know. Like in here, for example, if I go and search for hand, L, let's say, I have places where I kill the twin, you know? So I have to make sure that the scale, yeah, I probably can't use the kill. Because if I use the kill, I'm gonna mess up the scaling. Mm, yeah, so how can I do it? How can I do it? Because it's gonna be, it's gonna be, well, I could probably, yeah, just don't do the killing there, and let's see what it does, because there are some stuff that I do need to like reset the twinning for. Like when I aim, okay, the aiming is working fine. No problems with the aiming. Now, uh, yeah, there are some problems where sometimes the hand scale keeps being large, you know. And I don't know exactly when that happens, but we should figure that out because otherwise we're gonna have problems like this, you know. And hands shouldn't stay like that. So what I could do is, mm, I could keep the the kill like this thing here. Let's do this, but at the end of the animation, whatever animation it is, uh, mm, yeah, whatever animation it is, I could set it to the default scale. And elements of code, you say, how does this work? What? How does it work? How do I appear on it? Oh, okay. You probably are on the vertical stream elements of Go. So if you want to have your own avatar and have a better layout, you'll need to go to the channel. Like just click the channel, and you're gonna have on the channel there are two streams running. So you probably are on the one that says vertical, making a magic game live. You just have to go to the one that doesn't have the vertical word before. So it's just making a magic game live, and you're gonna have your name show up in an avatar on the stream. And Miho is say, if I unplug my router, do I win? I think you would. And just a fear, first Minecraft game, you say AI couldn't recreate this. I don't know. Probably from what I've seen, it would probably take a lot of time to recreate this with AI. Aryan just say, bro, my mistake. I had downloaded it 19 times, but your game is very, 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 very good. Well, it happens. No worries. I'm glad you like the game, Aryan. And Miho say simping for Wizard game like a good Roman fan. And say just the first Minecraft gaming, you say, what is the Minecraft head shaped puppet moving on the screen? Uh Minecraft head shaped puppet moving on the screen. You say the avatars? You're probably on the vertical stream too. So if you are seeing this on shorts or like seeing it on vertical format, you can click the channel. And when you go to the channel, you can join the normal stream, like the default stream, which is gonna have like a better layout and also is gonna allow you to appear. Like it's basically going to give you your own avatar that's gonna show up when you write stuff. Yeah, you joined. I see you there showing up. LMS. of cool. I see you showing up there. So I haven't seen myself. Yeah, you're on the left part of the screen right now. You say, Mijo, Roman, we need blend guard map for wizard game. Yeah. I don't know. But I think we could do like something related to blend guard in here. And yeah, you can edit avatar in Mijo sent it on extension. If you do say on the chat extension, it's gonna pull up like a link where you can customize your avatar. So yeah, once the link shows up, it's gonna show up in a little while. You're gonna be able to go there. Yeah, it's there. You can just click that, and you're gonna have, or you're gonna be able to customize your character. And I'm sorry, it's exclamation mark extension. But yeah, it's showing up on there, so you can just click that. Okay, so in here, I basically want to do like reset the scaling, unless um yeah, no, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So I'm gonna do hand r dot do local scale, do local scale. Mm, the problem is resetting this, to be honest. Do local scale, and I have to like put it back to normal if it's not normal. So it's gonna be hand r do. Why isn't it not showing up? Do local scale scale. Let's see how I'm doing it here. Do scale. It's just do scale. Okay, do scale. And what do I want to do? I want to basically keep the normal one, the normal scale. So it's gonna be vector one, hand starter scale. So here, vector 3.1. So it's gonna be one on the x, one on the y, and one on the z, times the starter hand starter scale. And I'm gonna do 0.1f, so that's gonna be the duration. And the same thing for the left hand. But since I'm doing this animation, the only thing that I would like to do is making sure that once I do, probably once I do the aiming, I will have to remove the other tuning. Let's see how this works for now. Let's see how this works. And elements of gold, you say, how do I get gold? How do I gamble? You have to say like, well, there's the slots, and you have the roulette. So if you wanna use the roulette, yeah, you figured it out. You figured it out. You can also use the slots for using the slots machine. And green G I9, you say, well, you're cool guy. You say, romanleco, it is me, cool guy. Welcome back to the stream, cool guy. How is it going? Yeah, so that's it. You get gold by I think when you comment, you also get gold. I'm not sure. There's duels. There are like mini games. We could do a mini game for the people that just joined, so they can like they know. Let's do a battle royale. Let's do a battle royale, so people know. Here. Yeah, so people know what kinds of mini games we have here. And Aryan, you say, bro, have to go. Bye. Well, thank you for joining, Aryan. Really, really appreciate it. And see you next time. Bye bye. Take care. Okay. So there should be a. Why is the battle royale not happening? Did it happen? I don't see. I don't see it happen. Let me try again. I wrote it wrong. Okay. Yeah, that might be the problem. Battle Royale 100. Is that how you write it? Battle. Oh yeah, I wrote it with an extra T. Yeah, now you can see how it works. One of the games that we have. It stopped the duel. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, you can resume your duel after. I don't know if he's gonna save it or not. Yeah, I'm gonna throw some stars to compensate you after that, guys. And cool guy, you say, what do you think of Pirate Software? He's also a game dev streamer like you. Um, I don't know. I think the guy has some cool videos, like inspirational videos or something. Not, I don't have much to say about him. Like, cool. I don't know. He had like a big drama before. He didn't want to like accept his errors or whatever. I'm no one to judge what he does or what he did. Uh, but I think it's generally good for you to like accept the errors that that you have. You're gonna have errors, and like you can make errors. But it's better for everyone if you accept them. Yeah, but I don't judge the guy. I don't think it's like I wouldn't say it's a villain or whatever. I don't have any sort of feeling about him. I don't know him. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, if we aim, our hands should go back to normal. Yeah, they are not going back to normal. Okay. Um, why could it be that the hands are not going back to normal? Even though I am calling this here on here, I am calling the scale. So do scale. This should reset it. If I'm not resetting it already, this should reset it. Mm, yeah. So the thing is that in here, the only thing. Mm, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do another thing. So what I'll do is I'm gonna only on aim. When I aim, I have to make sure that the hands should be rotated correctly. So yeah, I do the twin kill and I do the rotation, but also I could have a state where like I animate a hand being uh, like just being scaled up. Give me a second. I'm gonna get some water because I forgot to bring my. Oh, it's very trippy. Yeah, but if I bring it here back to where my face is, like you can see my bottle, but here just looks a little bit weird, like an invisible thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get some water and I'm gonna be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm back here with the water. All right. So we are doing the local rotate, and the thing is, I generally for all the other animations, I have like it's just a trigger. So you say, okay, I am aiming, then I'm just gonna do an animation on aim, and when I move from aiming, I'm doing another animation for whatever state I switch to. Um, but for the other ones, like for example, scaling up and down the hand, it is like a composite animation, which doesn't take it to one way to another. Um, I think I could do um, I could do a check if I'm on aiming. If I aim, I could like not do the rest of the stuff. So if I'm like scaling the hand up and down, I could not do the rest of the stuff. Um, and yeah, let me show you something because I don't do it often, or I should do it more often. But it's just bombarding. I usually like seeing the guys flying. All right, so let's see. Um, okay, this is for when I spellcast. This is what I'm doing. I'm taking a hand. So whether it's the hand right or hand left, it depends on the casting point index. That's gonna be first left hand, then right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And the only thing that I'm doing here is saying grab whatever hand it is that I have to animate now. I'm gonna scale it vector one, and I'm gonna put it towards hand scale, to the normal hand scale on spell casting hand scale. And I do that pretty quickly. And then when I finish that animation of scaling it up, I quickly bring it back to the normal value. And I also do a local move Y. So I think I could also do that there. So do local move Y, set ease. Yeah, let's do it here. Do local rotate. Yeah, let's do the scale. Let's do the scale here. So in here, yeah, we're gonna add a switch state. Yeah, and we just need to make sure that we are setting the scale to what it should be. So here, when we are not aiming, probably we could do, yeah, when we are not aiming, we could take him back to normal, probably. So whatever it is, if it's not aiming, we're just gonna um do tween dot kill, and we're gonna select the hand right. And let me copy this in here. Well, I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I can use that. I can use this. Yeah, we're gonna kill both of the twins there. Uh, dude, that sounded very bad. It's just getting rid of the twinning, not killing twins. Uh, so yeah, we're just gonna do hand right and do local move hand start. Yeah, putting it to the start position. And here the same thing, but for the left hand. And we're gonna grab the scales and put them back to where they should be. So in here is just gonna be a matter of setting the scale to that one. I think that should do it. So here I do hand, let's do R first, hand R. So for hand right, and let's do the same for hand L. And I think that should get rid of our problem with the scaling hands, probably. yeah, probably that should take care of that. And let's see. Now, yeah, the hand scale still having some problems there. Let's see. At least I think it's less common now. Okay, there. I think, for example, in the first time I spellcast here, it looks pretty silly because I have like big hands now. But yeah, I think it should be a problem where if I'm not aiming, I probably have this problem if I'm not aiming. And you can say so is here. It says hello. What's up? You can say so. Welcome to the stream. How is it going? Good to have you here. How is it going? Um, you say I just wanted to dance. Is there a way to dance? Is there a command to dance? Okay, so let's figure that out. Let's see. Where am I calling the that thing? Because I'm not. I probably am. Yeah, the only problem I think is the only problem I have. I think is I'm not switching the state when I spellcast and I'm not aiming. So let's see where that could be happening. And you can say so. You say how's progress yet? It is good. I've been reworking the animation system, and it takes a long time. But I wanted to keep it at like as scalable as I can make it because we are gonna be using these animations as this animation system for a long time. So it's probably better. Yeah, it's better that we take time now to make it good, even though it can take more time and it's not going to be as fun to make it now, rather than making something that's gonna work for a while and it's gonna be messy down the path, and later we're just gonna have to rework it anyway. So it's better if we do it now, once that is controllable, rather than having to rework the whole game later. So yeah, that's what we have. And for now, let me tell you exactly what we're doing. So you see, we're using the new animation system, and there's a little bit of yeah, we have new animations. For example, when you're jumping and we are on air, sometimes the character pulls his hands up, and also well, it's just that the animation is mainly what we had before. It's just that when I do the spell casting and I aim, there are some times that the hands stay very big, which shouldn't happen. And also, if you just attack without aiming, you're running the risk to ruin the animations too. So I have to make sure that that doesn't happen. The hands should scale back. All right. So let's see. We have the player spell casted, but I want to see where exactly I'm doing the spell casting. So I think probably it's gonna be on the player spell casting script. Oh, mass is an admin command. And what is mass for? I'm gonna do it mass hug random. Will that work? Am I gonna start hugging everyone? Okay, yeah, that's how it works. How it works. Okay. So in here, when I don't have to be aiming necessarily. But when I get the mouse button down, one, I start aiming, and when I get it down, I stop aiming, and I just have to figure out where exactly I'm calling the spell casting, because this is for spell selection, and yeah, this is spell select, reset spell search, spell casting. Okay, this is spell casting, so this is when you actually cast the spell. In Nijisai, I'm pretty sure it was called an admin for stream avatars. And you can say so. You say, sadly, I lost all my progress due to a file corruption. Probably got hacked or something, and some neighbors having a funeral. So I don't have time to get back to my last checkpoint because we got to help them. Well, I'm very sorry both for your code and for the person who passed away, for your neighbor. So, well, once you get back to your normal daily, to your normal like uh, schedule, to your normal uh, responsibilities, um, I'm sure you can figure out if you were using version control. I'm sure you won't have any problems with bringing them back, even though they are corrupted. You won't have any problems with bringing them back. And yeah, my condolences for your neighbors. And LMS of cool. You say, I wish that we can play as our characters instead of playing with actions. Uh, yeah, it would be cool, to be honest. It would be cool. Okay, let's see. On spellcasting, if input get mouse button down on currently selected spell, and we have a spell, we have a selected spell, and we do the get mouse button down, I'm going to do what? Direction. Yeah, I'm just getting the direction to aim at. I'm using the spell. Then on spellcast, I invoke. But there should be somewhere I am. Yeah, this is it. So on spellcast, that's where I'm communicating to the. That's where I'm communicating to the player animation handler. The, Nepal, yeah. For this reason, Oh, dude, what's happening today? I always use some form of version control. Props to Unity Plastic SCM. Yeah, I don't use Unity's version control, but yeah, for sure, having version control is very important. Uh, you're gonna figure one way or another, like earlier or later in your path, that you're gonna need version control. How do I get unpinned? Yeah, let's get you unpinned. Let's get you unpinned. I don't know who pinned you. Probably Nick. But yeah, let's unpin you. Let's get you out of here. I can't get rid of the pin. There it is. No, I pinned you again. How is it? There. There we have it. And let me give you some stars. So if you do exclamation mark jump, you'll be able to get them. Okay. So yeah, let's get back to the that part. So here on enable, we are listening for on spellcast. So this is an action, and we are subscribing to that action. So we are basically listening and waiting for that to happen. And when that happens, we're gonna do whatever player spellcasted does. So let's go to where that is, and yeah, this is exactly it's exactly the same variable as before. Mm, and I think we have a variable on here, which makes it so even though you're not aiming, you're still gonna remain with the hands up. Spell remaining uses, mana region timer, spell combo deck, select the selection spell. Let's see. Mana region spell, health region spell. This could also probably be reworked, but today's not the day. What's with the violence towards you can say so? Trying to attack him? Yeah, let's see. So spell casting. You can say so. You say I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I did a lot of combat system, a round system, different maps for every round, like 13, 14 spells. Not finished. I only needed a UI system, and basically I'm done. But do you have a or did you have a version system? Like I don't know, GitHub Desktop, Unity's version control, or anything else? Elements of cool, you say it's for the sillies. Yeah. So did you have any version control? Okay. Let's see. We are using. We're invoking here. Spell remaining uses. And elements of cool, you say, is there any other attacks other than ones on the actions? I don't think so. I don't think so. And you can say so. You say I'm kind of new to studio. I don't know what even that is. Okay, okay. So yeah, I'm not sure you're gonna be able to recover then your progress, but dude, um, even though it seems bad now, once you start using version control, or that's gonna be, or this is gonna be your moment to learn version control. Because when you use version control, like this is what the one that I use, for example, you can download um, this thing called GitHub Desktop, and you're gonna link your. You should probably do like a 10-minute tutorial on it. It's pretty easy to learn. But yeah, the way it works is you set it up with your project, and whatever changes you make, like for example, this is are all the changes that I made so far in my game. You know, so what you can do is when you add something new, you can say, okay, what did I add? I'm gonna put a title to what I added, and I'm gonna put a description. So then, whatever happens to your project doesn't matter. Your computer can break. Your computer can be set on fire. Um, and you can go to another computer and get your project back from exactly the version that you had it before, and it's gonna save like mostly everything. Like you can specify whatever you want to save there, and it's gonna keep your not only the code but the assets and whatever changes you've made. And it's more than that, because you can say for example, I could go through my history and I could go back in time to whatever version of my game, and I can like see everything. Like I can see it's like a snapshot of my project at the time that I made the change. So yeah, I would recommend you see or watch a tutorial about how to use GitHub Desktop. Yeah, you can also try what Michal said. Try to see if Windows saved a previous version of your game. And Michal would say I invented my own version control because Git was not for me. Uh, yeah, that's nice too. That's nice too. It's gonna probably take. How long did it take you, Michal? In elements of cool, you say, can I have some stars? Yeah, let's give you some stars. Well, you'll still need to grab them. And Asnok is here. Says hi. What's up, Asnok? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? Yeah, let's see. Let's see. So where were we? We were here in this part. So whenever I do the spell casting, I'm gonna get my hands up automatically, or I should get my hands up automatically. And what I want to do is if my hands are not aiming, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why, but here I do. a couple of weird things. Just I don't know where exactly I have the functionality for making my hands go up, because these are only for scaling and do local move, but these are not for anything else, or at least it doesn't seem like it. And you can say, so you say I don't see so you can say I'm at zero, but it's okay. It was never a waste of time. I got out with a little knowledge about game deving. Yeah, that's very very true, and that's the best mindset you can have. I think once you know how you made them first, and once you know how to approach things, it's gonna be way easier to develop your game. And where whatever problems you found during the development the first time, you already know them. So it's gonna be much easier to do it now, and you probably are gonna do it even better. And as long as you say, can you please send the link, the one to edit avatar? Yeah, for sure. Uh, if you do exclamation mark extension, you can always see. Yeah, as me put it there. You can always see that link, as no. And elements of, or I'm so cool. YouTube, you say I'm now yellow. Cool stuff. Yeah, I think there are like 4 or 5 people now in the community that are yellow, or their avatars are yellow. Let's see. Okay, so the thing is, I'm not sure where I'm animating this stuff. I hope I'm not animating anything here. I hope I'm not, because that would be awful. On reset, audio play, pull two. Okay, let's see. Valid arrows, mana region, current mana. And you can say, so you say, it really was fun making it and playing it with my friends. Should have sent the link for you guys to try out. Uh, yeah. If well, when you rebuild it or make another game, um, please share it. Please share it so we can try it. And elements, or I'm so cool, so off cool. You say, will you be live tomorrow? Yes, I am live Monday through Friday. I always start at the same time. If you want to see what time I start, you can see you can check my YouTube banner, and there you'll see the time that I start. Yeah, the time that I start at. And yeah, so far I've been like an hour and 40 minutes, so you can like get an estimate of where I start. And you can say, so you say also nth is nothing, by the way. Okay, okay. Yeah, I get a little bit of the abbreviations, but not every single one. And will you leave tomorrow should be the real question. I hope so. Like, I can't tell you 100%, but I hope so. And I'm so cool. You say, okay, 6 p.m. Right, right. And your name is very hard to pronounce. But you say, yo, it's me. I'm back. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome, welcome. And also, that one guy here says, okay, so I'm back. Lol, played Geometry Dash and ate some food. Well, I hope you enjoyed your food, and welcome back to the stream. Okay, so yeah, I'm just figuring out where exactly I made the aiming. Okay, aiming functionality here. So this is for letting the other scripts know when I'm aiming. And where else do I use this? Because I don't see I'm using this anywhere. I have only 2 references. Yeah, so I'm not really using it for anything. I just know that I'm aiming. But yeah, I'm not using it for anything. So I guess I could just do this. and I guess I wouldn't have any problem. Okay, and mana region, spell selection, spell select. Yeah, no, like this is fine. Uh, like that's not related to our spell casting. The only thing that seems to be related to our spell casting is actually the spell casting function. But I don't know why. Okay, on spellcast. Maybe on spellcast I'm calling something somewhere. Let's go in here on spellcast. Yeah, on spellcast I call player spellcasted. So here I do this, but I'm not sure because I think I'm doing the rotation somewhere else too. Because first I have the let me get rid of this. First I have the on aim, which is gonna just call the player aim, which is here. It's just gonna put is player aiming back to whatever value that is. Hands up or down are gonna be depending on that. Set player following count forward. Yeah, whatever. On I just called hands up or down. So where else am I calling that? I think I only have two references. So those are the only places that I'm making sure I put the hands where it should be. Okay. Mm, did I comment something else? Mm, because I could attack without aiming, and say it's uppercase. I lowercase L 3 times, then I on uppercase, then J. It's gonna be very hard to remember that for me. Um, so can I call you IL? IL is a little bit easier for me to say. You said you just gained a subscriber. Well, thank you very much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. And I'm so cool. You say I'm gonna go. See you tomorrow. Okay. Well, take care and see you tomorrow. For the next stream. Bye bye. Take care. And IL, you say I'm gonna try and make and play this game if I can. I can't on mobile. Yeah, it's only a PC game. If you can try it, well, let me know what you think about it. But yeah, it's just for PC. Say, dude, people are making videos. About what? Of this game. Oh yeah, there are. Well, I made a video about it, and also Nepal made played it on stream too. Okay, so casting points. Me with no Mac support. Yeah, I have to. I'm gonna make a Mac version for 0.2. You have to let me know if it runs. Okay. And IL, you say, is it in gigabytes? Um, I think it's very small size. It's like 50 megabytes or a little bit less. So it's not a big file size. Okay, so here I need to do player spell casted. Yeah, on player spell casted, I have to. Mm, let me see. If I do switch animation state, I could do aim and hands here like that. But the thing is, uh, it's already like aiming, or it was already aiming before. The problem is not that it aims; is that I don't know where the aim happens. You know? And you say 50. Damn, that's a lot. I have a thing that would give me 1 terabyte. No, it's not 50 gigabytes. It's 50 megabytes. So it's a lot less. It's not even a gigabyte. You want no back support? And you say holy avatar I made. And you can say so. I can see you on screen. Where are you? Um Miho is a nice avatar. Where's you can say so's avatar? I can see him. It's Dev. Oh right, right. Oh, cool stuff. You look like a skeleton. Nice. Yeah, you're like a pirate skeleton. And Sunrise GTA is back here. What's up? Welcome back to the stream, Sunrise. How is it going? And IL, you say, uh, no, I see you. Well, you're not showing up on screen, IL, and that's because I think you're on the vertical stream. So if you are on shorts and you want to see the stream better, and also you're gonna get your own avatar showing up on the stream if you go to the channel and you click the normal version. So there are two streams running. If you go in here, you'll see there's the vertical making a magic game live, and the normal one, which is just making a magic game live without the vertical word before. So this one is better, not only because it has a better layout, but also because you get your own avatar you can customize there. And Sunrise, you say good. What about you? I'm feeling better than I was feeling at the beginning of the stream. Like, here, when the weather gets a little bit, I don't know, too, like there's no sunrise, I don't get that good, and I haven't slept that much. But now I'm feeling a lot better. And that one guy you say, because if not, you should make it unexecutable, because macOS Gatekeeper will go ham and block all of it. Leave instructions to make it executable, so you don't have to have a macOS dev account. Yeah, I'll see how I can make it, and you tell me then if it works or not. You say want to make an undead pirate, but I'm poor on gold. Well, that can be fixed. And Sunrise, you say that's good to hear. Oh, thank you. And IL, you say, then I'm gonna go there. I'm here now. Let me see if I see you. Yeah, I see you there. I see you there. Cool. Um, yeah, the sunlight energy is what refills me. So now there's a little bit of sun. I have my energy back. Okay. So let's see. I would like to know where exactly I I'm doing the animations, because let's go into here. And the good thing, at least, is that I think I'm not doing any animation outside of the animation handlers. So that's good. Because I shouldn't be doing them without them. And maybe set player following cam forward. Yeah, because this is the only other place where I change it to aiming. This is the only other place I change it to aiming, or yeah, or anything else. So maybe it could be related to SC hands up. Let's see. Player aiming, step audio, player movement. Because I know, for example, on like I know there is a place somewhere that tells the player how long should I keep the hands up. And you can say so. You say how to get gold. By the way, you can get gold by winning mini games, or I can throw you some stars. I think for just staying in the stream, you should be getting some, not a lot, but some after a while. Also, you can whatever currency you have, you can bet. You can play slots or roulette, and I think those are like the ways to earn currency. Gambling? Now we're talking. Yeah. Still, the X effect, macOS will block any non-terminal running if it's not signed and notarized. Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to get a way with doing a build anyway. Yeah, the little guys on the screen are developing for sure. Okay, let's see. Because let me go to the player, and I'm sure in some of the script, like I have a bunch of scripts here on the file. I have file recovery, player health, player spell casting, player movement, player animation handler, and a couple more. But I think it should be either in movement, which I don't think is gonna be there, spell casting, or animation handlers. In one of those, there should be a like a setting or a number that tells it how long will the hands stay up after spellcasting. Spellcasting points. Yeah, that's good. Currently select a spell. All right. I don't think it's on spellcasting. Let's go into the movement. Could be there. Can follow after SPT. Okay. I think that is the one. So I think it's on player movement. Um, yeah, let's open player movement. Let's open player movement. Here, player. Let's go on player movement. See, I understand. Make a Harry Potter one thingy for April Fools or a feature. April Fools. So how much time do we have? It's currently January still. So we have January, February. Yeah, we have a lot of time. Yeah, we could still have a wand. I'm still not sure when I will add it, but if I ever end up adding it. And Sunrise, you say, what days are you live on? I'm live Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, I'm live. And you say my birthday is in 18th February. Cool stuff. So very close, very close. And that one guy, you say, as you can tell, I have found many workarounds with macOS. Yeah, I can tell. You're probably if you have always used macOS, you probably know the workarounds. Okay, so I have a variable in here which is can follow the can follow after SPT. What does that do? Can follow after SPT. Yeah, that's the time, and here timer. So player casted spell. What does player casted spell do? It tells the okay. That's where I'm calling the. But why? Why am I doing this like that? Because I could do it in like any other way. I could probably do it on spellcasting. I don't know why I have it on movement. Can follow after SPT, after spellcast time. I basically call player animation handler script set player following cam forward. And I want to know where I'm calling things on the player animation handler. Okay, for example, here I call landing, jump. Those make sense because those are like very like those are like basically triggers. So it does make sense. But what it doesn't make sense is here set player following come forward. I could call it from the player spellcasting. I wouldn't need to do it from the player movement. And you can say so. You say, by the way, Roman, are you going full solo deving or you may use some help? For now, I plan doing mostly like everything myself. I think the only places where I could probably get some help, or yeah, where I would get some help is in music, UI, especially not like implementing it, but like designing the UI, and of course playtesting. Like I'm not doing all the playtesting myself. I think like all the problems that have been found so far have been like by the community, specifically like Nicked, Mijo have contributed a lot to trying the game. Also, Sir Gut has done contributions. Like the community um, helps me a lot with playtesting. So thank you guys for the help. Unpaid labor, exactly. I'm getting the advantage. And I always say I haven't had a fever or cold since February 7th, 2025. So quite a long time now. And that I was at class and the class ended too fast. Um, well, that's nice to be honest. And Peach Mama says 24 says hi. What's up? What's up, Peach? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And Nepal, you say, did you say something before Nepal? On Linux, you can use Proton. Oh yeah, Proton. And I always say, the thing is that is it was the first time I was 20 minutes for time. You say I'm not American. Uh, yeah, where are you from, IL? And you can say so. You say just saying if you need some help, I'm available. Well, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. Um, for now, I'm just doing the solo dev. Like I really enjoy working on the project, to be honest, by myself. But yeah, for some other stuff, I will get some help. But no, now, like now, I think I'm doing like well, mostly so. And Peach, you say hi, how are you? And you say you here. I'm not sure what you mean what by you here, but I'm pretty fine. I'm fine. How are you? And call it Gagbetili. Gagbetili. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But tell me. And Nepo, you say I play tested your game, lol, uncredited. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Nepo. Yeah, it's that yeah, you play tested my game, but I would put you more in the category of like exposure because you not only play tested the game, but you also streamed it. So yeah, when I group people in my mind as play testers, I don't get you in because I associate you more as you streamed it, like not just playtesting, but you streamed it. Yeah, but Nepo also playtested the game. And yeah, sorry about that. I'm very sorry. And you can say so. You say, where are you from? Can't recognize your accent. I'm from Chile. So yeah, my accent is very mixed up. It's gonna be probably very difficult to notice where I'm from. Maybe some slip ups will tell you like my native language is Spanish. Uh, but yeah, I'm from Chile in South America. And Mijo say if you stream your playtesting job, is it not playtesting? Yeah, it is. I just don't. I didn't group it in my mind. You say, is it true? No Blender, no happiness, Roman. Uh, you can. I would say you can be happy using Blender and be happy not using Blender, but you will be happier if you use Blender. Okay, let me log in because I need to figure out why we are having problems with the hands going up. So let's see. We have a timer. So let's see what we do when the time ends. It's on here on update rotation, and it's gonna be if the follow after timer is okay. This part makes sense. So it's just for the rotation. So basically, when you cast a spell, the your rotation is gonna looking towards the forward. You know, looking forward. Yeah, I have to look in. So yeah, we wanna keep we wanna keep that. The only problem I sensed, but I haven't found yet, is there is somewhere I am calling the hands getting up animation, but um I'm not sure where it is. Not sure where it is. And now I know it's not a humanoid animation handler, and should be probably on player animation handler, but I can't see where. Let's go very slowly and review what we have here, so we can get, uh, so we can know exactly how we're using this. Let's see. On enable, we are gonna do player aim when we aim on the player spellcasting script. So that's gonna like trigger on aim. We're gonna do whatever happens on aim. And on aim only does this, sets the player aiming to whatever value. So it's gonna be like, if I set it, or if I call it with true, it's gonna be true. If I call it false, it's gonna be false. No more than that. And then I'm gonna do hands up or down. So I'm gonna basically tell the hands up or down to detect and do the animation that needs to be done, depending on the value of each player aiming. Now, when I set player following cam forward, I also call the hands up or down. So I cast a spell and set the player following cam forward. So these two are what are making the hands go up or down, and they are being called on aim and also on spell casting. So I'm just gonna put a little comment here. And first of all, let me say hello to Guy YouTube 1000. Says, what is happening? Hello, Guy YouTube 1000. We're just making a game here. We're making a game. It's a magic game. Let me show you in a second, but we're just reworking some stuff in terms of like, yeah, animations. So give me a second and I'm gonna show you what the game is about. So here, set player following cam forward is, I'm just gonna put a comment here, and is gonna be what I'm gonna put here. This gets triggered every time, and let me highlight it so you can all see this. This gets triggered every time a spell gets casted. I'm gonna leave it for now, just because I want to show Guy YouTube 1000 what the game is about, or what it looks like. So yeah, this is our game. We're just working on animating, or not animating, but reworking the animation system for the game. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And the game currently is about just oh, what happened there? It's about just getting to these zones. You select some spells, and you have to beat some enemies. Like that. We have 4 spells that allow you to attack now, and there are a couple of more that allow you to regenerate your stamina, or sorry, not your stamina, but your mana and your health. And once you beat the enemies that are on the zone, you can destroy that core, and another zone will appear. Let me see. Now let's get back to here where we were. Okay, so let's get in here. And yeah, Mijo, you say my eyes burn in the presence of sunlight 5 times faster. I win. And you say that one guy, I like going outside. I like going outside too. I try to go outside like on the weekends, but mostly during the week I just stay here, uh, working on the game, to be honest. Okay, so here, do local rotate. Yeah, that's for the animation. We just wanna know when we are calling it. Okay, so we know that we are gonna set a value here, and whatever this value is for hands up, we're gonna put our hands up or down. Okay, is if it is player aiming or is player following cam forward, whatever, like any of those are a valid thing for putting the hands up, and else we're gonna put the hands down. So what I could do is basically I wouldn't need, yeah, I don't think I would need to have the prep hands up or whatever. Yeah, I don't think so, because the switch animation states already takes care of this. So let's simplify this. We don't need to put anything here. Let's just call the hands up or down, hands up or down, and if is player aiming or is player following cam forward. So if either I am aiming or I recently fired or casted a spell, I'm gonna be facing forward with my hands up. So that means I need to be in the aiming state, which is gonna be, yeah, switch animation state. I need to call aim, and the hands are gonna be in that state. And do I need anything else? I don't think so. So we can close it here. And on else, this one we're gonna need to put it like this. And where else are we using SC hands up? Where else? Because we probably could, yeah, if we're using it for something else, we could keep it. But I don't think we are using it for anything else. If, okay, switch animation state, anime hands. Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep that. Let's make sure we are assigning that value too. So here, SC hands up equals true. And here, SC hands up equals false. And we just want to like do the same thing that we were doing here. X, we're gonna get it from here and put it there. And we don't need this thing. This should work exactly the same. Like it's not like a big change, but it's helpful to simplify everything. So when something goes wrong, we can tell easily where it is going wrong. And I always say, I'm gonna watch something else. You won't get sad, right? No, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy whatever you're gonna watch, and whenever you wanna join back, I'll gladly have you back. But don't worry, go watch whatever you want. For I won't be sad. All right. So in here, let's see. Yeah, the hands go up when we fire. Everything is fine except the hand scale. And I was thinking maybe we could have another animation that makes it go up. Like instead of just aim, we could have like spell cast too. Yeah, let's see. And I see some problems with the way we're handling this. All right. And Moin11 is here. It says debug.log. Hello. What's up, Moin11? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And Nick never came back. He's gonna come back when he has time. I'm sure he'll do. All right, so let's go back in here. And this is working exactly the same, but just simpler. So cool stuff. And now let's see if we can get rid of the scaling problem. Because here we for sure can get mm, heal han L, han R. Yeah, we could put. I don't know how to read that Moin left, but yeah, I don't really know how to read that. And Moin left, you say, "How are you? I miss you." I am good. I'm good. How are you? Um, and yeah, it's just been like it's just been a weekend, so no need to worry or miss me because I'm still here Monday to Friday. So good to have you here. Um, okay, so the only problem here is the scale. It's the scale. Let's see. So I can multiply by vector one. Yeah, this is a this part is what makes it go back to the normal state. We could make it even like shorter. We could do 0, 0, 5, so we make it pretty quickly. And Nick is back. What's up, Nick? Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, there he is. Um, I think it's mostly like on the first time. On the first time I do the aiming, it gets the hand messed up. Let's try and aim, and when we aim, we wouldn't have as much problems with it. I think. I guess. Mm, and Moin left, you say, how many minutes can you allocate to explain something simple to me? I don't know. You tell me what you want me to explain, and if it's not going to take that much time, I can do it, or I can still explain it in less time. But it's I prefer, yeah, just say whatever you want me to explain, and I'll see if I can explain it for you. Oh, it slipped on ice and now my fingers bleeding. Wow. But is it bad or is it just like a light cut? Yeah, let's see. Mm, let's see where I'm doing the do scale, because there's just a couple of places where I'm calling this. Mm, okay, here on spellcasting. Why? Okay, yeah, that's not calling it anywhere else because here I am doing exactly the same, but it's just with a reference to the hand that I should be like grabbing. All right. So we do a scale in here and hand pushback. Okay, so whenever I do an animation here, I should make sure. Mm, yeah, the only place that I'm gonna do this is on default. So if I'm not aiming, mm, yeah, but if I call this, like I should be on aim. I should be on aim. It's just that the first one won't probably won't register this being. Yeah, let's see. Because we in here when we call this, we need to make sure that this is set to aim. So I guess I could do this. I could do here switch to aim just to make sure that this is set to aim no matter what. Hans. So before I call anything else. Uh, maybe. Okay. Let's see now. Yeah, no, it's still. Yeah, on the first spellcast, you see the hands are quite big because they are not getting reset properly. But the thing is, on the next ones, all the other ones, it is fine. It is fine, and if I aim, as long as I'm aiming, yeah, this is fine. Now, I think the problem would be that I have to do. Hmm, let me see. I think the animation is not going completely through before. Yeah, because it only happens on when I'm not already aiming and I cast a spell. The hand scale is not being reset properly. That's it. Do twin kill defaults. Do twin kill. I should still be able like to reset it. And Moinalev, you say, I want you to open a script and explain to me how you think when writing code. In my experience, when I write my first code, I was afraid of making mistakes or of the formatting. Take your time. All right, all right. Give me a second. I'm going to read the other people, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an example. And Nick, you say, it's a light cut with a decent amount of blood for some reason. It's not bleeding anymore, but my glove is pretty red on the inside. Uh, does it hurt that much? Say I put on the glove after I slipped. Didn't feel it until I came back. Yo, it's one of those that you feel after. Do you have like any uh like medkit around? Those like simple medkits around? Welcome back, Mijo. Welcome to the stream. And Craft MCG says, "What you creative? I mean, creative. I'm making a magic game here. This is what I'm making, and we're currently working on reworking the animation system for our game. Because you see, when I fire a spell, the hand gets silly, super big, basically. So yeah, I don't want that. I'm trying to work on fixing that. But yeah, this is what we have so far. So don't look at the hands. They are all silly. But in this magic game, you basically have to go to these zones, and when you get to these zones, what you'll do is beat these enemies. And you have multiple spells. Like this is just the basic fire spell or a basic magic spell, magic for takedown, and you also have fire spells which do are damage over time. You have an ice bomb which is gonna slow down enemies and do area like do damage on an area. You have the chain lightning which is gonna stun enemies. Like this is making them. I don't know why they didn't get affected. But they should have been stunned. And yeah, then you beat that cube over there, and another zone will appear, like the one that you see there. It's probably hard to see because of the size, but yeah, another zone appear over there. Say, Nick, it's fine. It's like a normal cut, but there was more blood than I expected. Weird. Okay, let me see. So for you, Moinalev, how do I think about how to write things? Well, Depending on the complexity of the stuff, let's pick a simpler script because this one is not the best example for something quick to explain. But let's say hit area. So for example, this is the script that I use for uh basically hitting the player. Like this script, or yeah, it's basically like an invisible box on the hands of the enemies. And how do I think about writing this? Basically, is first you have to think, okay, what do I want to happen? And once you know what you want to happen, you can say, okay, how am I gonna approach it? Like that's the those are the first two steps. Like, what am I gonna do? How I'm gonna go about doing it? And then you go into there's two more steps still. Then you go into defining them. Uh, like every single step that should happen, you know. And the fourth one is implementing it. So yeah, you first think. Let's take this as an example. The hit area. How yeah, what do I want to do with the hit area? The hit area, what it is, it should be an area where I animated. It's gonna damage the player, and it's going to damage the player one time and deactivate. If it hits the player, it's gonna deactivate. How do I want to go about it? How do I want to go about it? I just want to do a box, an invisible box, that is gonna detect if the player gets inside that invisible box, it means I need to damage it. Okay, that's already step 1 and 2 made. The third one is defining how you're gonna do it. Like basically, this you could just either imagine it, which is gonna be harder, or write pseudocode for every single step. So, for example, how would pseudocode for this look? I could say on trigger enter. I know I want to use on trigger enter because like that's how I define on step 2. Like that's how I'm gonna go about it. I'm gonna have an invisible box, and if something gets inside that invisible box, I want to check if it's a player. So it would be something like this. Step 3 would be say, okay, if it's if what got inside the invisible box is the player, then what do I want to do? What's the next step? I want to basically uh, tell the player to receive damage. Okay, and what else? What do I want to do after doing that? I want to disable the invisible box until next attack, so I don't damage the player multiple times in one hit. You know, so that would be your step 3. You know, and then the fourth step is just implementing it. So this is basically the same as this thing here. The things in green are the same as the things here on code, and it's just basically checking. Okay, is it the player? If what I got inside the invisible box is the player, it's the same as this. If collider, so whatever I hit it, whatever is inside, has the tag of player, I identify as a player, then I'm gonna grab the health script. If the health script exists, I'm gonna make it receive damage. As I said here, tell the player to receive damage. And then I'm gonna do box collider that enabled equals false. So it's gonna be disabling the invisible box until the next attack, so I don't damage the player multiple times on one hit. That's it. Like mostly everything works like that. You just have to, yeah. Let's define the steps again. So it's like knowing what you want to do, thinking how are you gonna go about doing it, then defining each step of how you're gonna do it, like just defining the steps, and the fourth one is implementing it into code. That's it. Now I don't know how long did I take explaining that, but I think that's the best way I can explain about how. I basically do anything. Cold science, wrong programming, drunk programming. God damn it! I shall pot. I also want a pot. I want a pot of soup. What's pot? Pot is like puking and GTA done. Oh yeah, it's a word, but for what? And that one guy is a Roman. Since you can explain things, can you explain fourth dimensional quantum physics? I can explain things, you're right, but I can explain only things that I understand, not fourth dimensional quantum physics. I may have to do some studying before I can go and do that. And more in life, you say thank you. I appreciate your effort and the time you give it to me. Thank you. You're very welcome, more in life, and I hope it has been very valuable for you. All right. So getting back to the scaling of the hand, I'm gonna have mm, yeah, I'm gonna have something happening with the scale. So basically, where am I doing the local rotation? Um, I could have um a scaling time on yeah, this is what I think. Let's actually do the same thing for this. So this is what I want to happen. Let's identify our problem. Our problem is that I want to have the hands scale. Um, so how do I want to go about it? I want to use a timer to let me know how long have I been scaling up or down the hand for, and basically then um, being able to resume the animation from there. So let's do that. Let's see. What will we need? We need to have a timer. We need to have a timer for let's just define the logic. So here, wherever I change, wherever I animate a hand, I need to make sure it's not currently being scaled. If it is scaled, and Drellin Gaming says hi, what's up, Drellin? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And Alex is here, says hello, romanleco. What's up, Alex? How is it going? You always say we need to teach quantum physics how to do a 40 Roman. And Alex to say, I'm building a parliament. What should I add? What's a parliament? Parliament. All right, let's see. If it is getting scaled, um, after the after killing the twin. That sounds very bad. After killing the twin, we need to resume the animation or the scaling animation, or don't do it at all, or not, uh, or yeah, not do the yeah. I think no. We want to keep the killing because otherwise it's gonna mess with other stuff. Now, what else? What else? We need to resume that, and yeah, it's just whenever we are animating a hand, we're currently not being scaled. Okay, what next? Because I think I'm missing something. Because there should be some places where I um yeah, whenever I do like a hand skill, I'm gonna be like making sure that yeah, now like no, I am currently animating it. And I like to say a place for the government. What should I add? Oh, I don't know about government places, so I don't know what should you add, but probably like a lot of offices, right? And mine left say I'll try to analyze the situation. We will introduce a variable for the time public float time, hand equals 0. For f then I probably will keep a float with a timer, because that way you don't need to like specify a time. And Drellon Gaming, you say, what are you doing? I'm doing a game here. I'm currently working on reworking the animation system so it works more modularly. But here, let me tell you, or let me show you what this game is about. So you basically are this silly little guy here. Um, and you can cast spells. So you can press control and a series of arrow combinations. For example, I can do up, left, left, up, and that's gonna select a fire spell for me. So now I can cast fire spells. And currently we have 4 spells that are for attacking, but we also have like a health script, or sorry, a health um, spell, and we have a like a health regeneration spell and a mana regeneration spell, and the other ones are an ice bomb, which allows you to freeze these enemies here, so they're gonna be slow, and and that also makes like damage on an area. We have the magic projectile, which is like the most basic one, just a spell, or just a projectile. We have our fireball here again, that's gonna do more damage to ice enemies, and we have our chain lighting, which is basically going to stun the enemies for a little while. You know? So yeah, that's what we have, and we're currently working on animations, because sometimes I don't know if you can tell, but now, for example, the hand got very big and it's not animating back to its normal state. So yeah, we're trying to fix that. And Drellon Gaming, you say, why are you? Oh yeah, wow, cool. Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. If you want to try it, on the second link in the description, you can try it for free. It's gonna yeah. If you click the second link in the description, it's gonna take you to this website, which has all my games, and you can try Wizard Game here, just by downloading it here for free. All right. So let's see. Let's go back to our. We probably will need to have 2 timers for each hand, or like yeah, 2 timers, 1 for each hand. And that one guy, you say you should low-key add protests. Well, and Alex say I'm working on section 1. I'm done of it. I'll ask you. All right, all right. Yeah, that's that could be a nice touch. Um. Okay, switch animation state, hands. This doesn't seem to be doing a lot. And I think it's because on aim, we do local rotate, hand L. Yeah, we are killing the animation. That's it. On aim, we are killing the hand R and hand L animation, and we just wanna like keep the scaling. So what we could do is here, when we set this to aim, yeah, when we first set this to aim, we probably will do this like this. So it's setting the hand starter scale again, you know? But that's gonna bring us other problems. Let's see. Oh, I guess that's fine. Like, it was just a matter of resetting it properly. Yeah, that's it, I guess. We don't need like timers or anything. Unless we find any other problem later. I think that solution just worked. Now, for yeah, I think it was just because I was resetting. Uh, yeah, here is just like killing the animation. Um, since I killed the animation, it couldn't go back to its normal regular scale. So yeah, that was it. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue because I think I can get rid of this now. I can get rid of this now because we're no longer needing this like any of this. And this is the older way, or this is the way I was handling the walking animation before, which was quite complicated for no reason. So yeah, we can just get rid of that. And what is the let's check all the animations again because I just want to know like everything that we have so far in the game is completely working, and we won't need to rework anything for now. I know I need the audio back for no, you know what? I'm gonna bring the comments back because I I have basically the parts where audio should be playing. I have them here, so I still need them as a reference. And Dreadland Gaming, you say I'm on horizontal live now. Cool, cool. I think you'll like it very. It's gonna be better for you here, because like you can see more of the like of everything. It has like a way better layout, and also you get like your little character there, which you can customize if you say exclamation mark extension. A link is gonna show up there. That allows you to customize your character in case that you want to do it. You know, you don't need to, but yeah, if you want to customize your character, you can click the link that is gonna show up in the chat in some seconds. There. All right. So where do I want to play the audio? Because there were some places where I was calling audio manager probably. Let's look for audio manager. Yeah, so here on audio manager, I said play step sound effect, and I call it from transform dot position and whatever. I'm just gonna get this, and it's gonna be on frame 1 um on frame 3. So let's go in here. Where could I put this? I think I could expand the this thing here for walking. Let's see, feet walk. I'm gonna do uh let's see, I'm gonna do on player animation handler. Let's go in here, and I'm gonna expand that. So let's do protected override void feet walk, and the index, and I'm gonna call the base is feet walk. I'm gonna call the base, and I'm gonna do a switch after. So switch if yeah, I want to switch with the keyframe index, and I think it's going to be in 1 and 3. So I'll do case 1 and case 3. I'll do the sound effect. I'll play the sound effect. That's it, I think. Let's review this because I don't think we play any other sound effect here. Yeah, let's look for this. Yeah, one here and one on number 3. Yeah, so actually it's gonna be on 0 and 2 because we're working from counting from 0. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Let's go in there, and it's gonna be on 0 and 2. So it's gonna be 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, because we have four frames for our animation, for walking animation. So now we have audio again, and this should automatically pick up if or audio, or sorry, if we are standing on grass or we are standing on or snow, you know. And I think the other environment sounds exactly as just grass too. Since this is just grass, so it doesn't have as much details as the other places, because I have mushrooms going on here instead of just grass blades. But I guess I could put grass blades here, because this is grass. There's another type. And Bill Tennis, yeah, of course I remember you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to, well, this is another stream. But yeah, welcome to the stream. How is it going? And give me a little background break, and I'm gonna be right back. All right, I'm back. And Bill Tennis says good. And TDA0 is here, says Joe. What's up, TDA0? Welcome to the stream. How are you? How is it going? All right. So now that it's fixed, we have, I think, everything working on, like, I didn't see any single problem. Let's just do one more check, since we're here. And today's series say, what's up, Mr. Machine? To Mijo. Mijo is the machine here. All right, so for a little introduction to what we're doing here, TDA0, say I'm good. How about you, Roman? Well, I'm very glad to hear that, or to read rather, that you're good. I'm doing good myself. At the beginning of the day, dude, I don't know what happened today, but at the beginning of today, I felt awful. I slept like nothing, and the weather was like super blue, and I was not feeling myself. But now we have a little bit of sun going on, and I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you for asking. But yeah, a little bit of an intro. We are working on like reworking the animation system, and I think we're good. We're good. And Sunrise, you say back. Hi, what's up? Welcome back to the stream, Sunrise. Welcome, welcome. And you say usually the sky is considered up. And TDA series say you are missed in the community. Not gonna lie. You say that's sad to hear. No, but I'm good now. I'm good now. And it's not like I was feeling bad, but I wasn't in like my best in my best. I wasn't feeling my best, but it's like a normal thing. It was just normal, you know. You can't be 100% happy all the time, you know. All right, so let's see. We have another animation, by the way, for when you're like falling. Here, when you lift your hands up and you do a little jump. There's still some places that I could also use that animation, but for now we're just gonna keep it for some places, like not every single time. Like I think that's good. Um, all right. So I don't know if you can tell, but the animation works just slightly different as it was before, because we're working uh, with like a with states. So now you could be on an animation state in different parts of the player, like the head, the hands, the torso, and the feet can be all in their separate states, and they're gonna be playing different animations or different animation transitions, and they're like completely separate. And TDA Series say I have a question, but I don't know if I'm allowed to ask it here. Um, I'm not sure what you're going to ask, but since you first said this, like you don't know if you're allowed, go ahead. Whatever happens, whatever the question is, you're not going to be penalized at all. Okay, just because you asked, and if I can't answer it, well, I just won't answer it. But yeah, go ahead, go ahead. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Let's go into what else did we need? Because on the player humanoid, on the player movement, we had a lot going on for the walk. That it was not just um yeah, this thing we need to get rid of it. But I want to know if there were other things happening in here, because I know I was playing some audio here. And Sunrise, you say, when it's fully released, will it be on mobile? I don't think so, Sunrise. And it's not because I wouldn't like to have it on mobile, but because of the way the controls work. It's gonna be You're not going to have the best experience on mobile, and also, yeah, it's basically not going to be very good on mobile, and also making it work on mobile is gonna take a lot more work, and I don't want to postpone it. Maybe when we have it, I'll think about it, but probably no. I'm just gonna say no now because it's gonna be probably a no. Okay, I think we can delete this. Let's see. We just have rotation. We just have audio manager. Recovering. We don't need anything of this now. We just can get rid of this, and we have saved like 100 lines of code just by reworking this. It should be a little bit easier to work on other animations now with this new system for the other um, entities. And Sunrise to say okay, and Build Tennis to say, did you add sprinting? No, for now there won't be any sprinting, just because I want you to be like super, like you already walk fast enough, and when you want to dash or sorry, when you want to avoid something, you're just going to dash basically. So you can use the dashes a lot, and not only to um, avoid things fast, but also like if you want to travel fast, like you can just keep dashing. And TDA Zero, you say, I'm also a YouTuber and I have over 2.5k subs. Awesome. And you say, I'm not trying to promote myself, but I also do coding. My question is, if I ever wanted to start a project, will you join me? Even if it was or on your free. Um, I generally don't join other people, and it's not because I don't like to work with other people. It's just because I'm like working on my own stuff. But I would be willing to, I don't know, in a couple of months, or something where I have the where when this project is a little bit more developed. I don't know. We could do a game jam together if you're up to that. And I think with the people in the community on Discord, I would like to do something similar, like do some sort of collaborative project. Maybe something silly. It doesn't need to be good or anything. Like the purpose is not having like a good game or anything. It's just like doing something together just for the fun of it. And me always say, Roman, is he famous enough to work with you, as per the quote? You say, don't read, it's a test. Yeah, so depending on when and if it's like something short, because if it's long term, I generally won't like to do it. And yeah, I'm being completely honest here. Like I hope you understand. And you said yes for sure. I really respect your answer. Well, thank you for respecting, and congrats on the 2.5k subs. Cool stuff. All right, let's see if yeah, I think everything's working. I could just do a commit and save things where they are now, or make sure that all the enemies are working with the animations too, because I think I might have messed up the animations for those guys. And TDA0, you say, and to be honest, I haven't been posting much recently, but watching you is motivating me to continue. Well, I'm very, very glad. You don't know how happy it makes me feel that you're being motivated to continue by watching me. So, best of luck with posting new videos. And Bill Tennis, you say, when does it come out? Probably gonna be like a year. I don't think it's gonna be um I don't think it's gonna be ready before 2027. And IL, you say back, dude. My mom called a video. Welcome back to the stream, IL. Welcome, welcome. Say, Mijo, Roman is a big source of motivation. Well, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. All right. So, yeah, let's see where I want to get to a place with an area so I can see how the enemies are working, because yeah, I might have messed them up. I might have. And I'm still not sure about the jumping animation. Like, there's some things that work a little bit weird with them, with it. But let's see. Okay, so this guy, okay, I actually don't mind them walking at me like that. But I would like to keep them with their hands just yeah, they shouldn't animate their hands like that. I just want to make them chase without much animation. And also, why is it one of the guys here, like, sometimes, I don't know if you can tell, but sometimes there are some enemies that do have like a movement on their torso, but the rest don't. So I think that's a little bit weird. We're gonna need to tweak some stuff on the enemy animation thingy, but for now, like, that's like pretty good progress so far, I guess. Let's see. Let's open the player or the enemy animation script. Let's head into enemy animation handler. And Bill Tennis, say, from your perspective, oh damn, yeah, it's gonna take a while. Like, I know these types of like simple games seem like they are very like easily, or they're like very fast to do, but even though it can be like a simple game, I'm just one person, and developing things takes time, and it's just not just developing, because when you're making a game, you have to like design it, think about the stuff. It's If it was just implementing, probably the development time could be cut in half or even like less. But it's just not just implementing. It's also like thinking about how things are going to be done and what things to add, how to balance things, finding bugs, fixing the bugs, you know. And I always say we learned Roman numbers in second grade. Oh, cool. Yeah, existent. And just after first Minecraft Gaming says, "What's up? I'm back. What's up? Welcome back to the stream. How is it going? Just the first Minecraft Gaming." And the series, I'm looking forward to playing your game. Better not uploading it late though. Yeah, so I'm gonna be releasing some new versions along the development. So you're not going to have to wait the full year to play the game. You can like play it right now, the latest version, and as soon as I have like another version, I'm gonna be posting and posting and posting. And the name, or sorry, the game doesn't have like a name. It just called like Wizard Game, but we're gonna give it a name someday. And I always said you want to use Roman numbers. I prefer sticking to normal ones. And Dreadland Gaming, you say, okay, finish editing the mini avatar. Uh, let's see. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I didn't even know those cosmetics existed. Nice, nice. Okay, so let's see. On the enemy animation handler, we have very different stuff, and it's because we are not using the same system as we are on the scripts or the humanoid animation handler. So we need to expand it. Die animation. Yeah, I think I can keep that one because it's like a trigger on death. It shouldn't um it's not interfering with anything else that I'm animating. Because here I just grab the graphics, the basic graphics, like the whole thing. I scale it, so I don't have to like care about anything else. Like not about the feet, not about the hands, not about the torso, not about the head. In IELTS, you say, "How do I change my mini avatar?" If you type exclamation mark extension, you're gonna see um, link popping up there. You can click that link, and inside that link, you can check. Well, basically, you can customize your character. And Bill Tennessee say, did you add double jump? The functionality for double jump is already in the game. I'm not sure when or how I will introduce it into the game because I would like the double jump to be something that you unlock, not something you start with. And I'm not sure how many jumps you will be able to perform, just because I need to make a larger map. And once I know the how the map will look and how it will be, I can make you have like double, triple, four jumps or whatever. But I need to know how the map will look like first. All right, let's go into here because here we have a lot of stuff happening. We have a lot of stuff happening. Attack, hitting, release, putting all the things back to normal. All right. Um. So how is this gonna work? Do local rotate quaternion torso handler. Set normal speed. Any movement script. Hmm. Yeah, this one's probably gonna be a little bit more complicated. But let's start with what we know we're gonna be having. Let's start with making the attack be another state. So we're gonna start with that. It's gonna be public const, a constant value integer, and it's gonna be called what? Attack. So that's gonna be our new state, and it's gonna be 4. So it's gonna be our fifth element. And wait, make it like you can do fire jump. You jump fire blast. That's a good idea. Let me add this here? Because maybe you could have something related to the jump. Double or jumps costs spells or something. Because it could be like, yeah, when you jump or when you do a double jump, you could, I don't know, set the floor on fire or something. And TDA Zero, you say, did I miss any previous stream? I don't think so. I think you have been, yeah, because the last stream was on Friday, and I think you were on Friday. You were watching on Friday, or like you joined on Friday. So yeah, I don't think you have missed any, or any since the last one. Okay, let's see. Let's expand this. So here we're gonna do protected, protected, void, protected override, because it's the virtual that we want to override. Void. Um, how was this? It's like a states or something. Yeah, if we go here, around here, we have mm, yeah, that's for fit state sector. Fit state sector. Is what did we override here? Hunts up or down, player. Okay. I think we just overwrote the hand states actor extra. So what do I want to override here? Because I want to override a lot of stuff. Hmm. And I always say when your next stream, tomorrow, like I do Monday through Friday. So yeah, that's when I stream. And also, what time is it for you? For me, it's 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Like just exactly 5 p.m. What time is it for you, IL? And TDA Series say, hey guys, don't forget to put a like on the stream. Thank you for saying that. All right, 12 p.m. in the evening. Oh, so we have like, yeah, 5 hours of difference there in time zone. All right, so let's see. Let's see this thing. Just we're not going to only we're not going to only use one part of this, because on the player animation handler, what we did for to add a new state, it was basically like we just had to add a new state for one component. But this one, I think it's gonna be a little bit more complicated, because here we're grabbing a hand, torso. We're using torso. We probably are gonna be using head too. I don't know. So this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. I'm gonna first read what we are doing here so I can like put it into something that makes sense. Um, something that makes sense in just one movement. So here, I will have a variable, set normal speed, set normal acceleration, hit area scripts, hit area activity false. All right. So we need to know when we stop. We need to like basically tell the animation we stopped like hitting, And TDA series here is 10 p.m. And we have like 5 hours too of difference then. Just IL has like it's earlier and 4 years later. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking because this is gonna be a little bit tricky to put in one thing. Torso handler, do local rotate quaternion because I think I will probably have to do something similar to what I did to the walking animation. Like this is just not going to be one like trigger. This is gonna work on steps, I believe. Um, or I could just do a trigger. I could do a trigger. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, the torso makes a movement like that. Head handler, attack charge. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do an override of the switching probably. Let's see, because when I do a switch, let's see what happens. I do switch animation state, and basically I set the part to whatever state, and I set to, well, it's switching now, so I set it to true. But I could make it that the switch is not going to work. The switch is not going to work if I'm currently attacking. Yeah, let's see. Let's try this. Let's first. I think I can make because let me think a little bit of this about it. Uh, yeah, this is a hard one. Let's go back to what we had before, where we didn't have any errors. And yeah, this is gonna be attack equals 4, so it's a fifth element or the fifth thing here. We're gonna have a problem here because this is no longer gonna be called attack. This is gonna be called attack animation. So it doesn't throw me errors. And where am I calling this? Because I only see one reference, and it's being called from enemy movement. Okay, so here on let's open the enemy movement. Let's go in there. And I think we're done with the player animation handler and the movement. Let's close whatever we are not using. Let's just close it. So we don't get our IDE cluttered. And TDS0, you say, how long have you been practicing coding languages? I started programming when I was, well, now I'm like 20, I'm 22. And I started the first like approach I had with programming was like at 15, but I really like took it serious at 17. So from 17 to 22, but there were a couple of years, like especially 2020, I think, the end of 2020, where I didn't like touch a single line of code. And on 2023, that's where I was in university. Um, and ironic enough, in university, I didn't code at all. The only like part of the year when I was in unity or sorry when I was in university where I actually code was where I had vacations, where I have holidays. That's where I programmed. But on my university, which I went to study um like game development, I didn't code like anything. So I spent the year in university before I dropped out not coding. Weird, right? And I always say you sound like you sound like and look like the YouTube that's called Gohar, Gohar. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know him, but I'll take your word for it. And GCVR, you say, Holy, it's been a few days since I was last here. What's up, GC? Welcome to the stream. How is it going? And IL, you say, yeah, you said right. All right, all right. Yeah, so this thing, the thing is about the animation handler is I will have to override some stuff here because on the walking for the for this guy. Let's see. I never want to set the no. You know what? I have to set the here when I do the walk animation. I do hands walk. I basically don't want to do a single thing here. I don't want anything to happen here. So I'm gonna do an override of the hands walk. Let's do here on yeah on here. I'm just gonna do protected override void and yeah it's hands walk and I'm not going to have the base like I don't want anything to happen. It's just gonna be empty. So I think that's probably it. I don't want anything to happen, and I don't know why I tap hawk, but it's walk. Uh, it's hands walk, and yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Now, when I stop the animation, I should go back to local rotate, and I think this is gonna take the things back to normal. Let's see. Let's save and let's try and see what happens now. And TTA0 say, actually, I can relate to most universities start teaching at the second year or third, and they mostly use one language and on paper. Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah, I think, well, in Chile, they have, I would say, them. If you study like the equivalent of computer science, maybe you're gonna get more education on programming. Uh, but here, studying game development in Chile, at least, it sucks. It sucks very bad. Like I talk with like I just didn't drop out like that. I talk with a lot of persons, like a lot of people, dude. I talk with I think I could have known 80% of the people that studied the game development there. And I asked them like the people that finished, do they know how to code? Do they know how to get to make games? And there were cool artists, like some of them were very good at art, but mostly everyone there was very lost at programming, dude. Like I was at the same. I don't mean to like brag or anything or sound like I'm bragging or anything because um I'm not the best programmer ever or whatever. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. But I was like at the same level of the teachers, and it's fine. But you are expected to learn things like to take you from where you are to something larger or bigger, and you're uh basically I was wasting time. I was wasting time over there. Like I wasn't learning anything new, and the things that I yeah the things that I learned just weren't for me. Just weren't for me. I remember like even doing classes for my other classmates and stuff because they also were a little bit lost, so I had to help them and stuff. And yeah, that's it. I don't want to go into that because for at least for me, university wasn't for me, specifically for game development in Chile. But yeah, that's it. I don't want to like discourage you from going to university or whatever. I think that's a very important decision that you should take for yourself. But that's just my experience, and I want to like be clear with that. And did they already say no, bro? That's very understanding, and I agree on what you said. All right. So going back to the enemies, I think now they shouldn't try to move their hands while they're walking. I think. Let's see. Let's get in there. And TCVR, you say, is there anything new? No, not really. Cause I'm just reworking some stuff that was already there. You maybe can see sometimes there are like animations for the character basically being on the air, but that's about it. That's about it. We're just reworking stuff. Probably we're gonna get more new stuff tomorrow. If you're like just into new stuff tomorrow. Okay, so I just want to see how they move, and I see they are not being set to the normal thing, or their normal hand movement. Okay, we have a problem with the scale of their hands too, so we need to take care of that. And OG Induster says, "Hey stranger, what's up, OG Induster? Welcome to the stream. How is it going?" And IL, you say popular streams are just brain rot songs and games. Well, especially on vertical, like the things that happen on short for streams is very. I've seen it. It's very weird. I don't hate them or anything. Just very weird. And TDS0 say, before I start university, I thought there would be some sort of competition, but after I began, I found out that most of the students are just there for the certificate, not to actually learn anything. And that made me lose the interest in universities, but I had to continue as I started. Yeah, like it's still gonna be useful to have the certificate. But yeah, it sucks. And I'm fine. How are you? Well, I'm very glad you're fine. I'm fine myself. Very fine. So tell me, OG, are you into game development or some sort of other coding, like maybe websites, AI, robotics, whatever, or no, just watching. And you say, can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead. Well, good streams get 1 views. Yeah, that just happens. That just happens. All right, let's see what we can do in here to modify that, because when we stop this, the local rotate hand handler, the local rotate quaternion, like anim. I think I could have a variable here that while I'm yeah, basically while I'm doing the attack animation, I shouldn't be able to do anything else. And I always say, if you get a job application, a company says, tell them about yourself. Uh, say the present, the past, and future. Yeah, like you're still gonna be able, like if I were to like apply for jobs, like you're still gonna be like they still uh especially because of my portfolio, like I could get a job and no problem. But if you're like just starting, um it's gonna be harder for you if you don't have a certificate. It's just facts. And GC say, I wish I could code, but I don't have the money for a laptop. Um you can start with, I think, well, if you don't have a laptop, it's gonna be probably a little bit harder. But if you have any sort of like device that's powerful enough to run Godot, Godot works on Android, I think. So if you have a device that can run Godot, you can start there. And OG into start, you say, what time is in your region? Here is 5 and 17 p.m. in Chile. And where are you from, OG? And Kumud, he says, hey, what's up, Kumud? Welcome to the stream. How are you? How is it going? And Nick, you say, I keep thinking I'm living for 5 minutes, but it extends to 30. Uh, yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. Well, thank you for joining and for staying, dude. And Kumud, you say, I'm doing my homework right now. Came to say hi and check on Big Guy. Oh, Big Guy. Let me show you how Big Guy is doing. Is doing very bad. But we're probably gonna be working on him tomorrow. Because today I just wanted to like do some rework on the animation system because I still don't finish it. Yeah, he's doing poorly. He's not doing very good. But he's gonna do a little bit better tomorrow probably. And IL, you say I got a school laptop. They give it in my school a laptop in first grade. So I'm gonna start coding if I can. Cool stuff. And OG, you say it's 1:48 a.m. for you. Wow, it's pretty well early. And TJ0 say I'm into game development and systems development that could help doing a work faster than how it used to be. Yeah, for sure. And today we just reworked some stuff mainly reworking the animation system, and we have it working for the player, and we are now seeing um what happens to the enemy. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it here because I probably need some logging in to do to have this working properly, and yeah, I'm gonna take care of that off stream. So it's gonna be a super short, well, not super short, like we are here for like 3 hours and a half. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. We're gonna continue tomorrow with stuff that is a little bit more interesting. So no rework tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be about making the big guy have better moves and like getting to do the other attacks, like making the guy stump, making the fists like basically hitting you, and also um trying to animate it if we have the time. So yeah, and before I go, Ninja side game design. I'm gonna see what can I do about the charges, and I'm gonna figure out uh, how will the big guy behave. But yeah, that's it for today. And you say it's fine. You can deep work. Oh, what's up, Nick? Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate you guys for joining, chatting, staying, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Take care. Ha- have an awesome day. I was, dude, I was gonna say like, have an awful day, but have an awesome day and see you next time. Take care. Bye Nick, bye Kumud, bye IL, bye TDA0, bye OG, Induster, bye Drellen Gaming. I don't know if Asnok is here and Miho, Cheesy, bye bye. And the Angry Car, bye bye. And to whoever is here still, bye bye. Take care.